Hello everyone, welcome back to lecture number 20 and today I'm going to discuss how to insert the form data into our MySQL table. If you see the code is same, I've just added few more lines to our code and I've also added the title here, form data insert for PHP MySQL. If you see we have the same parameters, server name is localhost, username is root, password is blank and our database name is sample. This is the connection string. We are creating the connection and we are storing that string into the variable called as con and then we are checking for the connection if the connection is set. If yes, we are very happy. If no, if not connection, then we are going to display this message using die saying that connection failed and the reason for the connection failure. So before I explain this particular part, let me take you to the form. This is our form. I have used the center tag and there is a heading called as contact form and our form starts here. This form has an action which is index.php, that is the name of this file, and the method is post. If you want to know more about what is action and what is method, you can refer to my previous videos. Here if you see we have three fields, first name, last name and email. For the label first name, input type is text and the name is fname. For the label last name, input type is text and the name is lname. For label email, input type is email and name is also email. Then for the button, we have input type submit. The name given is also submit and the value is also submit. So this is the form that will be displayed for the user and user will be entering the first name, last name, email, and once he clicks the submit button, we expect the data filled by the user in this form to be inserted into our table called as student. See, this is our table. This is our table student and at present we have two data. Let us insert one more data. Note the method for the form submission is post and that's the reason we are checking with if is set post. I just hope that you remember that this is a super global variable and we are checking for submit. Now what is this submit? This is the name given to our input type. So this is the name, this name. Because we have given the name submit to our input type submit, we are checking whether the variable is set or no. So only when user will press the submit button, there will be some values which will be sent to the server. So if it is set, then if the condition is true, then what are we doing? Whatever data we have collected from the form, that data we are storing into variable. You can give different variable names, not necessary that you have to give the same variable name. Now what is this form data? So let's go back to our form and see here name. This name plays very important role. For the input type text, we have the name called as fname. So the data which is inserted by the user as first name, that data we are capturing using post and we are storing into the variable called as fname. Similarly, we are getting all the form data which is inserted or inputted by the user and we are storing that data into the variable. So for example, for last name, since the name is lname, so this data that we have accepted from the user, we are storing it into the variable lname and the data that we have accepted as email from the user, we are storing it into the variable email. This is the data that we have collected from the form. Then is the time to write the query. So we have variable called as SQL and since we want to insert into the table, we are going to use insert into. This is the name of our table student and if you see we have the fields first name, last name and email, or in other words we have the columns first name, last name and email in our table called as student. And now we want to insert the values in our table. What are the values? The values that we want to insert are stored into the variable fname, lname and email, right? Just note the single quote. For each of the variable value, we have used the single quote. And there is a semicolon for our statement. Rest all is same. We are just checking whether the query has been executed or no. If yes, if the query is successfully executed, then we are going to echo new record added successfully. If there is some error, we are going to display the message error, and we are also going to display the error that has occurred while executing the query. Once insertion is over, we would like to close the connection. Now is the time to run the program and check whether the program works correctly or no. So let's run the program. So I have filled the data into the form and now I will click on submit button. See, this is our form and I have filled some data into the form. Let's click on the submit and we expect the echo message which says new record added successfully. Oh yes, you see. So we get the record. Now it's time to go and check the table whether the data has been added or no. So let's go back to our table and click on refresh. And here comes, see, this is the record that we added just now. So that's all for the day. This is very simple, adding the record using the form data. Thank you.